God monitor, shut off. Thank you. Squall, why are you sitting behind me? Squall, why are you sitting behind me?
Hi, honey.
I guess she wants to be in the review as well. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, Squall, you observe my ass while I review Spaceballs. Hi, we are reviewing Spaceballs! The movie is not bad at all. It is actually very touching towards the end, and I actually really kind of liked the ending. I actually didn't think I would like the ending at all. I really actually enjoyed it. As for the jokes that were delivered in the middle of it, Squall, you quit meowing? Squall's gonna interrupt me every 5 seconds, I swear to God. We love you, Squall, now shut up! This will be a very interesting experience. So the first thing I do want to go over, the soundtrack at the beginning, in the middle, and towards the end isn't all that great. But as the ending is coming to an end, obviously, redundancy is redundant, but as it comes to a close, the music is actually really good. Mel Brooks did a good job in this movie. A lot of great funny jokes, and actually generally these jokes are quite clean, for exception of a few. And that kind of surprises me. I was expecting like sex puns everywhere, and actually it does a pretty decent job with throwing, "There's only one man who would dare give me the raspberry. Lone Star!" Crash through the camera. But it's actually generally really good. The acting is okay. It's not the best acting I've seen, but it generally does a good job. And I have to actually admit, the actual story is kind of stupid, obviously. It's not meant to be taken seriously. It insults so many things. First off, my least favorite character, Pizza the Hut, makes me sick in my stomach. I feel like my stomach's gonna puke out of my mouth. Blah. But I'm kind of disappointed. Lone Star and is like a combination of like Skywalker and like what's his face? I can't think of it. I'm having a blonde moment. I can't think of his name. The guy that the same actor that plays Indiana Jones, but he plays the guy from Star Wars. I can't think of his name. It's like combined into one character, and I kind of didn't like that. They kind of combined Indiana Jones in there a little bit, but they made fun of a lot of things. They made fun of, obviously, Star Wars. They made fun of Wizard of Oz. They made fun of Planet of the Apes at the very end, which you can almost see that coming as soon as you got to see the head and the arm kind of flying away. You knew it was coming. I think a couple other movies too, but those were the main ones that stuck in my mind. The movie is generally not that bad. It does give you a little bit of a mindfuck. And I actually have to admit, the wedding scene at the very end is funny. But it at the same time is very touching. He's like, "I am Prince Lone Star. I just found out that's what this means. Let's not authenticate it or anything. We'll just have him jump right into the wedding and have him, like, kiss her." Which is another thing. She's got her eyes closed. He's got his eyes open. That's just awkward. The woman's got her mouth closed and kissing, and the guy's just got his mouth kissing her and eyes are open. That's very unromantic, by the way. But you have to admit, Lone Star looked awesome in that white getup. You have to admit, that's pretty cool. If I was a guy, I'd totally wear that thing. I would totally wear the thing, which brings another question. Where did he get that? Where did he get that nice little tux getup? But anyway, the movie isn't that bad. It had a lot of funny moments, and if you're a big fan of Mel Brooks, you'll like this one as well. If you liked Robin Hood Men in Tights, you will love Spaceballs. You will love the rest of his work. They're all generally funny in their own sense. This one has a little bit of character, especially Barf. There are really awkward moments that make no sense. I know it's making fun of another movie, but that scene where he's like, "I had the special," and like this alien came out of his stomach. I can't think of what movie it's from. And he comes out of his body and just starts putting a little hat on and a cane. He starts dancing to a weird, like, song. And what did I watch? What did I watch? I wouldn't watch it again, to be honest. I wouldn't. It's not a movie that I would watch over and over and over again because I love it so much, and it's something I would recommend. Unless you're a Mel Brooks fan, unless you're a big Mel Brooks or a big Star Wars fan, I wouldn't recommend it to really anybody. But that's also because I'm not big into this kind of a movie type. I'm not big into those kind of parodies that have been made professionally like this. If it was like an internet parody series, this would have been hilarious for me because it was on the internet. But if it's a movie, it kind of kills it for me. So, as we say goodbye to this awesome LTA Movie Club experience, yeah, it was decent. I didn't have a problem with it at all. It was really well put together. I like how they played with the camera angles at times. They would stand there and, like, dark helmets walking out of the down the hall, and he looks dark, and you could tell it's, like, trying to take a serious turn to a point, or barely. But he kind of walks up, and you're like, oh no, and then you only find out he's, like, yay tall if I was standing up. You can't help but laugh. Or when they have him run to the camera, or whenever they make interactions with a video. I mean, that kind of comedy is something you can't imitate. It is hilarious, even in today's terms. Even into today's society, it is still hilarious. And the culture back then, I think, when was this movie made? Like in the 90s? 80s? 90s? 80s? I don't know, I'm too lazy to look it up. Whatever. There was a lot of language was used like, oh, just we need a Druidish princess. What's that supposed to mean? I don't know what that means. That was kind of like a flop joke, but we'll take it anyways because we're LTA Movie Club. We'll take anything that throws at us. But hey, who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. It is late. I gotta go to bed. So I will talk to you all later. LTA Movie Club. Philip DeFranco, keep going with what you're doing. You're doing an awesome job. I hope that everything works out for everything. Good luck in Europe. About the time this video gets posted, he will be on his way to getting ready probably to go to Europe. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. This is Megan for PRS Films. People are stupid. They are very stupid. So, talk to you guys later. And may the Schwartz be with you.